Hello and welcome to Calculus 2 here at Cañada College. My name is Lapuz. In this video we'll be doing checkpoint 6.10 coming from section 6.3. It says to find the Taylor polynomials p sub 0, p1, p2, and p3 for f of x is equal to 1 over x squared at x is equal to 1. And we have our Taylor polynomial formula here where we need to take the nth derivative divided by the n factorial, the nth derivative evaluated at a divided by the n factorial, and then x minus a to the nth power. Alright, so we have the linear or the constant term f p sub 0, and then the linear term would include this, that's p sub 1, and then the quadratic term p sub 2, etc. So we want to go to p sub 3. In any case, we want to figure out what happens at certain points, and so we are interested in figuring out what f of 1 is, because that is our center point. And we put 1 in there, this is just going to be 1. Now we need to take some derivatives, so we'll take derivatives f prime, and for that I probably would like to write this as x to the negative 2 power, so that will make my taking derivatives a little bit easier. And this will give me negative 2x to the negative 3 power, or negative 2 over x cubed. And then let's keep taking derivatives, f double prime, and this is going to be positive 6x to the negative 4th power, which is equal to positive 6 over x to the 4th. And then I think we might need one more derivative, so that's the third derivative, and that's negative 24x to the negative 5th power. That would be negative 24 over x to the 5th. So now for each of these things, let's evaluate it at 1. And we'll put 1 in there and we'll just get negative 2 for the first derivative. For the second derivative, we put 1 in there, we're going to get positive 6. And for the third derivative, put 1 in there, we're going to get negative 24. Right, so those are our values. And now let's just plug it into the formula. And our constant term is just going to be this first term. So p sub 0, the constant, is going to be f at 1, so that's just going to be 1. And then p sub 1 is going to be the constant term plus the f prime at 1, so that's going to be negative 2, and that was it, times x minus a is equal to 1, so that's x minus 1. Okay, I'll leave it like that. P sub 3 is going to be the same thing, except we have to add on the third, and so that's oops, I'm sorry, this is p sub 2. We need to put the second derivative, and then we're dividing that by 2. So this is going to be 6 divided by 2 factorial, which is equal to 2. And we're going to multiply this by x minus 1 to the second power. Alright, let's just simplify this a little bit. This is just going to give us 3, I believe. This is going to be 1 minus 2 x minus 1 plus 3 x minus 1 squared. So that's our quadratic term, and then finally our cubic term p sub 3 is going to be the same thing, 1 minus 2 x minus 1 plus 3 x minus 1 quantity squared. And then now we add on our new term, and that is going to be the third derivative evaluated at a divided by 3 factorial. So the third derivative evaluated at a is negative 24, divided by 3 factorial is 3 times 2 times 1, so that's 6. And then we're going to go x minus 1 to the third power. Alright, that can simplify as well. So we got 1 minus 2x minus 1 plus 3 times x minus 1 quantity squared. Now we have another negative, and this would be a 4 x minus 1 to the third power. So we'll stop there, but if you can kind of see, or it looks like there's going to be a pattern going on, but we won't dig into that. We just have the solutions to P sub 0, P1, P2, P3. And these are it. Okay, I hope that helps. Good luck.